Hi, Angel Star. So I'm going to tell you guys a story time. For those of you who can't stay for this whole live, I'm going to be uploading this live to YouTube. Okay, so this live is like kind of think of it kind of like a podcast, but a face like that I can interact with you guys. And from the Philippines. Do you know what's crazy? Yesterday, I saw that I have 5% people are from the Philippines. And I was like, oh my God, it's so crazy. Because I'm in Canada and I was thinking of people, there's UK, my main people are from the US. Anyway, I thought it was really cool of like, there's people all around. And then there's 3% from South Africa. Then I was looking at all the viewers. I was like, this is so cool. This is why I love social media. You're also in Canada? Okay, so this live is about people that hate us. Okay, or don't like us. Now you don't even listen. I have never, what I'm about to tell you, I have never read this in a book. I have never, I didn't know what to do because something happened to us. And my daughter and I managed to like figure something out. And no, it's nothing like, it's not Ho'oponopono. It's not the Hawaiian mantra. It's really, really deep. This is not anything that's, it's not about meditation. This is so profound. This is like life-changing shit, guys. I'm telling you, and I'm going to tell you the whole friggin' details. So this is kind of a story time and I haven't been able to talk about what happened to me and what happened to my daughter, but I'm going to talk about it because we like came from the other side. And you guys, there's a key that is the hardest part. That it's like you think that things are okay and then something happens and you have to kind of get over that hump. Now, after you get over that hump, it's life-changing. So I know I talk about energy work, meditation all the time. Today is not about that. Today is purely 3D physical, using our emotions and our awareness. Okay? Today is about, so you guys are spiritual beings having a human experience, right? Today, I'm going to help you guys navigate this freaking human experience, okay? Trust me when I tell you, my daughter was laughing and dancing today with me. We were both laughing and dancing. Meanwhile, we have two people that really hate us. And it's been like our lives switched. So it's not only things that happen, but to tell you the conclusion is we are very happy and our lives switched. Like things are happening around us. And I was like, oh, this is crazy. Okay. The physical example of heat was freeing. Yes. Okay, guys. All right. Let's get into it. So a little bit of a story time, okay? So I have someone in now I'm not going to go super detailed because, they're still in our lives. I have someone that is in my family, extended family, that either dislikes me or hates me. Okay? And this person has been in our family for years and years and years. And really I felt it since I've met this person. Okay? Anyways. Felt like, anyway, I won't get into that. That's for another live. Okay? Anyways, so I felt it and I felt it. You know when you could smell? So I've done videos on that. You can smell when somebody doesn't really like you. That we actually emit this scent when we don't like somebody. So if you meet somebody and you don't really like them, that's okay. Like it's okay to not like everybody, right? So, there's a lot of people that have hated me. I actually bumped into somebody that hated me yesterday. There's a lot of people. And the people that hate me don't know me. The people that know me don't hate me. Do you know what I mean? It's like people that don't really know me, I rub them the wrong way and they have a bad vibe about me. So those people that have a bad vibe and they're like, that's why I don't like when people go, oh, I have a bad vibe about that person. I'm like, maybe it's not your vibe. Because that could be a nice person and you just have a bad vibe. And the reason is because I'm the recipient of people having bad vibes. Like they meet me and I'm like, and then other people are like, no way. So whatever. Okay. So this person I knew kind of like, so I was very friendly with this person, and over time, hi Cece, over time, I developed a relationship and I actually had love for this person, like family love for this person, right? Now, the same story happened to my daughter. Somebody in the extended family just doesn't like her, okay? Somebody in the extended family, somebody else, this is the other person, and I'm telling you, we're like, this is really life-changing, guys. Doesn't like, now here's the thing, okay? What I was doing was when somebody doesn't like us, okay? I kind of like was acting overly friendly and nice, but I felt it, but I can't prove it that somebody doesn't like me, but I was like, I know I get a vibe, but whatever, you know? Now here is this mind-blowing thing. My daughter and I, for the last few months, so what happened is each of us had events that this person made us out to be like, da 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 da, because let's say I said something and it upset my hater, okay? And because I said something that upset my hater, very, not mean, no mean intent, no nothing. I just expressed something and this person got really mad at me, and was like, da 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 da, although my intentions were coming from love. And then my daughter said something that, actually, no, my daughter didn't even say anything. This person actually just started hating her like that. So these two people hate us. And I'm going to do what I did in the video and I'm going to show you. So I just posted a video, guys, okay? So this is hate. And I'm going in detail, guys, and you don't even know what's about to happen to you guys. So if you have anybody that dislikes you, this live is going to change your life, okay? So this person, so I'm going to turn off today, do a live. So we're just doing this. So this is hate or dislike, okay? This is hate and dislike. And even a little bit of anger. Let's put all this together. Hate, dislike, anger. Okay, so this is what it is. So when somebody is angry at you and is displaying like a hatred or angry, they give you their anger. They're going to tell you, you know, you did, and you made me feel like this, and you and this, and can you believe that you did? And, you know, like, and all of a sudden, they're giving you their the anger that is resulting from their hate. They had a hate inside, and now you feel it, and they're like, so I'm not just talking about a little bit of anger like between a couple, relationship, friendship, whatever. I'm talking about somebody that kind of dislikes you in their family or whatever. Okay, so they take the hate and they're giving it to you. And what my daughter and I have been doing is we've been taking it for compassion. So we said, we got to be compassionate to their anger. Hi, Nisni. So we grabbed it and we're like, I'm sorry. What, I didn't mean to hurt you. What did I do? Did I say anything? Did I do it? I didn't do anything. And here I am on the defense. So was my daughter. We were taking, when you try to defend yourself from someone's hate or anger, everything, you are now owning it. So now this person just went, and you went, well, I didn't do that. I didn't mean it that way. I didn't say it this, or what did I do? How can I fix this? So I was taking it. So the reason I took it originally is because I wanted to fix things. Like I wanted to remedy. I didn't mean to hurt them with my words. I didn't mean to at all. And when they gave it to me and I owned it, do you know what I realized what I did? Do you know what we do when we start owning other people's fucking hate? Everybody around, now you're the... And if you're the scapegoat in the family, you're so used to that, right? So I'm used to taking on, everything is always my fault because I was the scapegoat in my family. And then so when somebody got upset and everything, the whole family got together, was like, hey, Tanya, you know, you could have said it differently. You could have. Now, do you guys know what I said? I can tell you the truth, because this kind of story time. The truth is, I gave an opinion. There was a problem. Okay. There was a problem in that was happening, which was affecting me. The problem was physically affecting me. So I said, hey, you know what we can try? What if we can do this or this or this or this? Like, there's a bunch of solutions that we can find, right? We can do this, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. And I was literally like, see guys, and I actually was on FaceTime with people, and I was doing that, like exactly what I'm doing with you. It's like this, it's like this, like this. And I was I was like, listen, there has to be a solution, because we can't keep going like this. This is like, there's a recurring problem. There has to be a solution. Thank you, Lori. So I went, and on their end, they didn't like it. They didn't like my opinions. So I said, shit. I knew it. I saw it. They kind of got like offended and they didn't like my opinion. So I went, oh shit. And I'm learning to be self-aware. And I was like, fuck. It's like unsolicited advice, kind of. So I said, shit, I'm sorry that, you know what? I'm sorry that so I made a video about it. Like, we can say, you know what? Thank you, Tanya, but no thank you. And it ends there. Thank you, Tanya, but no thank you. And it ends there. That's it. So I now since learned that every time I'm about to give advice to someone, I ask the person, would you like my opinion? Would you like to hear some solutions or my advice? I always ask that first, because I realized some people don't want to hear what we have to say. And I was like, damn it. So you know what? I own my shit. Okay. So hold on. We have to go through this process before I show you how to give back and you don't give, like, you don't give it back. You just don't own it. Okay. Or if you do own it, you can give it back. So what I was doing is, this person was now angry, people were angry. And I realized that this was the perfect opportunity for the person that hates me to hate me even more. Do you know what I mean? Because if you love someone, let's say you guys, you're my friends, you're my family. Okay. Yeah. So I came out with this great solution. It's fantastic. So let's say you're my family and I'm talking to you and we love each other. I want a solution. If somebody apologizes to me and says, hey, I didn't mean to give you advice that you didn't like, and you know what, next time just tell me to shut up, like that. I would actually go, oh, you know what? It's cool. It's cool. I get it. It's cool. Right? Because you love each other. But if somebody doesn't like you, they're like, no, this is a problem. Tanya's a problem. And I have to tell you, in the last few months, my whole life around me, everything blew up. Like, this person got a lot of people involved in the family. And at first, and I'll tell you what happened with my daughter. And I asked my daughter, by the way, my daughter is 17. Okay. So I asked my daughter if I could talk about the story. And she says, sure, Mom, no problem. Because a lot of good shit happened to us. Okay. So we went from the whole life, everything. So I was making so many videos on, we cannot control the outside world. We can only control the inside world. Redirect. So if you guys see all the videos that I was posting, I was making those videos for myself, but I was kind of like, hey, redirect the energy. Stop focusing on them. Redirect. We can't control if there's a storm in the world. We can only control inside. So at first I was crying. I was sad. I even went a little bit on the live with you guys and I talked about how it sucks and I didn't like that people don't like me and what did I do? And I took the fucking hate and I was holding on to the hate that this person has. Do you know what the solution is, guys? Okay, I'm going to tell you straight away and I'm going to explain it. So I'm not going to beat around the bush. When somebody hates you, You have to, and they're like like that, or attacking you by text, or they're gathering or whatever. You have to sit back, okay? Because I would respond. And I would respond, I love you, but I want to fix it. Like, no. Sit back. This is the key, guys. And you have to say, okay, so this person just gave you the hate. And now that you're holding the hate and the dislike and the anger, you have to say, do I hate them because they hate me? How do I feel about them? Because at this point, I really hated that person. I was really angry at the person that gave me hate, right? So the first part is you don't engage right away. Don't engage right away, okay? You have to ask yourself the self-awareness. So you sit and say, now there's a couple of questions. You can write this down, but if you don't, I'm uploading this video to YouTube, Tanya Beauty Coach on YouTube. You're going to get all, and I'm actually going to write on this live and everything. So I'm going to give you all the answers. So when you get the hate, when somebody hates you or dislikes you or is angry at you, really angry at you, you have to say, how do I feel about them? How? Do I hate, now I'm angry at them. Yeah, I'm angry. I'm fucking pissed at them because they hate me and they fucking created a whole drama. But how do I feel about them? Do I hate them because they hate me? The second question is, if they were to apologize, like come over to my house and sit down and apologize and say, hey, listen, I've been in a bad state of mind. Like, can we just like chat? Would I be okay? And my answer to that was, yeah. If this person was like, hey, I'm so sorry for what I've been going through. I've been going through a lot of myself and everything. And, you know, so that means that this is not my hate. That means it's their hate. So that's why you have to ask yourself the question, if they hate me, or do I hate them? Now, do you hate them because they hate you, or do you genuinely hate them? Now, if you genuinely hate them, you may be the person. You may be the hater. And listen, if you're the hater, I have another answer for you. So if you're the one who hates someone, okay, who hates someone, and you think that they're really bad and you want everybody else to hate them because you hate them, no happy person wants other people to hate other people. Like, if you're genuinely happy with yourself in your life, you don't give a shit about other people, because the opposite of hate is not love. The opposite of hate is just, you don't care. You have no feeling. There's no hate. Okay? Hate and love, it's the same. You have a lot of emotion. So if you want a bunch of people to hate, I have a nice solution for you guys. If you're the one that's the hater and the angry, you can actually dislike someone. Okay? You can. But you cannot alienate them from other people, because that's insanely disrespectful. You cannot try to make other people feel what you feel and hate them, and try to talk bad and start this whole fucking war army on this one person that you don't like, even if you think, oh my God, they're a narcissist or all this stuff. If you are the hater, you think that this person did something wrong, you need to redirect your energy on your own life. You need to literally go inside and go, this, okay? Yeah, so you need to go. Now, here's the key. Here's the key. Now, you remember how I told you it's a simple solution, but then there's a hump? Oh, no, there's more to this. There's more, okay? Now, my daughter, I'll tell you a little story time about my daughter. My daughter, same story. Same freaking story, okay? It's not so a lot of people say it's childish, but I know a lot of adults that are going through this, and I don't think it's childish. I think it's a lack of self-awareness, like a serious lack of looking internally and saying, how do I feel? And that's what we have to ask ourselves. How do I feel about them? If I hate a person, it's me. It's not them. So this person that hates me, still in my life, by the way, still in my surroundings, that hates me, I am now saying, actually, this is not my hate, because I don't hate you. I'm not angry at you. I don't hate you. But I don't want you in my life. Because you gave me this, I now have a boundary. I now have an agreement with myself. And I call boundaries agreements. I have an agreement with myself that the people that I let into my life, around my surroundings, are people that love me. So if you hate me, you can stay over there with your hate. You can stay away from me. Don't try to come around me. Don't try to hang around me anymore. But just because I don't want you around me, it doesn't mean that I hate you. I actually hope that this person finds happiness and love, because deep down inside, I do have love for the person that's holding the hate. I actually like them. I think there's a lot of good stuff about this person. I think they're turmoil and whatever, but I see a lot of good in this person. Now, the same thing is happening with my daughter. So my daughter, and it's high school, right? There's this person, but it's in our extended family, that hates her. No reason though. No reason. My daughter has never said anything wrong, my daughter has nothing, she didn't, nothing. Unless she's unaware of it, okay? So my daughter, like me, took this person's hate and tried to fix it. So the person gave them the hate, and my daughter goes, well, what do I do with this now? Can we fix this? Hey person, can we fix this hate that you have for me? Is there something I can do? Can I change my behavior? And then she came to see me, my daughter, and she's like, Mom, it's me. And I have to tell you guys, it's not you. If somebody hates you, it's not you. Please, don't try to change you because somebody hates you. You can take accountability. You can take responsibility for the part that you played in this scenario. But don't try to change and fix yourself because some stupid person doesn't see your value and doesn't like you. We can't define our whole lives. You know what? If you moved into another country and there's a bunch of other people that are around in the other country, you'll never see this person again. So please. And when my daughter told me this, she's like, she took this person's hate and she was crying to me and she was like, Mom, it's me. It must be me. Why is this person hating me? And I was like, no, please don't do that. And I said, listen, I used to do that. Don't do that. I go, listen, it took me freaking 30 years to figure out that it wasn't me. So please don't do that. Okay. So, yeah, so I'll elaborate on all perspectives. And like I said, I'm uploading this video to YouTube. If you can't stick around for the whole live, it's going to be available later this afternoon on my YouTube. Tanya, beauty coach up there. Okay, so if somebody, now here's the key that I was telling you guys. Hi, Amelia. So if you have somebody's hate, right? Chances are, if you don't take the hate and you're like, I don't hate you back. Do you know what they do? Do you know what people that hate you, you know what they do? They gather people. Like I said before, they start gathering people and they go like this. Here. See, this is my hate. This is my hate. I'm going to give you a little piece. And this is the piece that you can have. And you see Tanya? You see that? So this didn't just happen to me. It also happened to my daughter. They will say, do you know what this person did to me? And do you know what? This person, this, and this. Here, let me give you more pieces. Let me give you more pieces. So this person's hate starts handing it off. But you know what the problem here is? The people that this person is handing off the hate to, both my daughter and I have both the exact same. It's so weird how, you know, the vibration, frequency. My daughter and I have been on the same freaking vibration, because this happened to me a few weeks ago, that this person took a bit of their hate and gave it to people that I love. And these people took it. They gave it. Here, look, Tanya. Look at Tanya. Tanya, look at Tanya hates me. Tanya this, Tanya that. And then the other people started fucking taking the hate and going, yeah. You know what? Isn't it? Yes. So I'm sitting there like, oh my God, they're all taking my... Now, the people around that took the hate were like, Tanya, you, this is about you now. You did this. And I was like, what? So I'm sitting there going, okay, wait. I apologize for giving unsolicited advice. Hi, self-care coach. Hi, how are you? So I apologized already. I own my shit. I own my part. And now what? So here's the key. And I'm going to tell you guys, actually, the same thing happened to my daughter. The drama happened to my daughter. So my daughter decided a few weeks ago, my daughter and I decided to give back the hate. So like I said, again, I'm going to repeat the question that I told you guys. To not take somebody's hate when they're angry at you and they're mad at you and they hate you, and they give this to you like, hey, and then all of a sudden you have this hate and you're like, fuck, what am I going to do with this hate? What did I do? So what you do is you say, okay, well, I'm going to apologize for my part. So I'm sorry that I hurt you. Is there anything that I could do to make amends? Blah, 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 blah. And if this person is still hating, you say, you have to ask yourself, do I hate them? If they were to apologize and talk to me, would I talk to them? So if you have love in your heart for this person, stop taking the hate. That's how you give it back. You say, I'm not taking this. I'm not taking this. I don't want your hate. You can say that. You can say, I don't want this. Think of hate and anger and dislike and all that as a pen. Okay, now that you guys saw this, imagine this purple pen. Just keep picturing that when somebody hates you. And you're like, I don't want your pen. They're going to be like, what? No, just say, I don't want your hate. I like you. I like you, but now I don't want you in my life because you know you hate me and you're angry at me and all that. So I don't want you around, but I don't want it. I'm not claiming this. I'm not owning this. You can actually say that I don't want this. I don't want this because I like you. I like you, but I'm really angry at you because you hate, like now I kind of hate you because you hate me, but I don't hate you because you know what I mean? So I'm sure there's a better way to say it. But yeah, so I just posted that video today, Karen. But yes, I'm going to do an actually, that's a good idea. I'll do a little extension of the video. Okay. Now, Melissa, I was just about to answer that question. So Melissa says when, and that's not going to work. So it doesn't work. I'm just letting you know. This is the key that I was about to tell you guys before. Somebody gives you the hate, and you know what happens when you give them back the hate? People who don't own their shit never learned to deal with their own hate. So now you give it back to them. Now picture me, I'm a different person, and I'm like, Mah! And they threw the hate. Now they threw the hate back at me. Now I have the hate, and I'm like, ah! Right? What do? No, now I need to give it to other people. No, I can't deal with this hate. And now I'm a victim. Look, they're giving me back my hate. I'm the victim. And I realized that people who are never taught to own their feelings, and it's not, like I said, if you are the one that's hating, and so Misha, I have to tell you, if you are the one that's hating and you're commenting on my video, I love the self-reflection. Look, I got goosebumps. I love when people are like, oh my God, is it me? Am I the toxic person? I love that because I used to be a toxic person and I learned how to not be, okay? So if you are the toxic person that's hating, you have to watch my videos on redirecting your energy. Stop putting your energy on people that hurt you or the hate that you have. You need to take all that energy and motion, and put it on yourself. All the hate, anger that you have for someone, you have to go and plant some flowers and start a business. And am I the drama? I know, right? I think that all the time. I don't think I'm the drama. So this is the problem. The person, if you give them back their hate, you know what you just did? You're like, hey, here's your hate. And then poof. So you have to expect an explosion. I'm warning you guys. And the reason I know this for a fact is that it happened to me and then it happened to my daughter. You have to expect, I'm like, my eyes are cross-eyed. You have to expect that when you give them back the anger and they finally have it and they're like, there's going to be an explosion and they're now going to gather an army to come after you. Okay. So I'll tell you what happened to me last week, a couple of weeks ago. And I'll tell you, actually, no, it was last week. And then what happened this week with my daughter. Anyway, well, it doesn't matter at the time. So when I said, I don't want this anymore, I was holding a lot of stuff in me and a lot of and I didn't have any hate and everything. And I've been pretty authentic. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want this hate anymore. So I gave it back to them. And now I don't have it anymore. And you know what I've been doing? I've been writing my book. I've been looking for an editor. By the way, if there's any editors on, please message me on Instagram. I'm looking for a professional editor for my book. So I'm writing my book. I have my clients. I'm not going to tell you guys, but a lot of shit's been going on really good in my life because I don't have this anymore. So it's like I gave them their hate and all of a sudden, so this was exploding. And I think I told you guys on that last live, my life was going people were and people were texting me. And then I got people blocking me and my family and all this stuff was happening like explosion. But I was looking at the explosion and I was like, and I was crying a little bit because I was sad. But then I go, and this section here, Deepak Chopra started, and I got in contact with Deepak Chopra, a few other people, Laura Cleary. I was ready. I was full of people. I was oh my God. And I was I'm blah, 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 right? So emotions. And I was so every day I was so this. Now, okay, to give back the hate, you have to tell the person, I don't feel this. I don't want this. You can say that. I don't want this. This is not me. I'm okay with you. You're not okay with me, but I'm okay with you. But you have to ask yourself, you have to really go, don't respond to their anger. Don't text them back. Please do not defend yourself. Do not try to justify yourself. Don't do any of that. Say, what is my part? What part did I play? So you want to write this down. What part did I play? Can I apologize for anything that I did? Is there something that I did that I can apologize for? Yeah. Okay. So you do that. You do that. So you don't sit with guilt, because you're going to sit with guilt if you just give them back the hate and you go, I don't care about this. I don't care about your feelings. That's cold, right? It's cold. What kind of person you want to be? You want to be cold, you don't give a shit about, it's kind of narcissistic tendencies when you go, I don't care about your feelings. Listen, we care, right? So you say, okay, I'm going to apologize for my part. But after you apologize, after you said, listen, there's nothing else I can do other than apologize and say, I didn't mean to say that. My intention wasn't bad, and and you explain, okay? Yeah, you don't defend, you don't justify, and you said, and you have to sit with yourself quietly in your room, go into your room and sit and say, do I hate this person? Or do I just hate them because they hate me? And if this person were to come into my life right now and apologize and be cool, would we be okay again? Yeah, then you're not the hater. This person is the hater. So stop taking their hate. So it's the not responding. And I'll tell you detail for detail on what I did, okay? So if you are full of guilt, you can apologize for the part that you played. Say, yeah, I apologize for the part that I played. You can say that. You don't have to apologize for the whole, like, no, don't apologize for them hating you. Doesn't make sense. I'm sorry you hate me. I'm sorry you feel that way. Why? Why are you sorry for them? You were just being yourself, right? So, okay. Now, so usually the person, so what's been happening with my daughter and I is the haters have not been communicating with us. The haters have both been sending people to communicate with us. It's like, so there's the hater that has the hate. And then there's a person, and then there's me. And they said, hey, give this to Tanya. And then the person gave this to me. So now there's a whole bunch of speckles of hate onto this person to come to me. The same thing happened to my daughter. Now, when I tell you guys, when you give back the hate and you're like, I don't want this. I don't hate you. You're the one with the hate. You're the one with the hate. I don't want this. I actually, I even have some love for you. I'm even angry because I love you and you hate me right now, or you don't like me and you're mad and I don't like this. I don't want this. And when you give it back, this is a bomb. This is a bomb. Don't let it explode with you. Because if you take their hate, you are going to explode internally and blame yourself, which I've done for years and years. Why do people hate me? I don't understand why people hate me. Everybody hate, I don't know that. It's not everybody hates you. It's you've been taking people's hate into your heart. And that's what I've been doing for years. Is every time somebody that I loved ended up not liking me, hating me, or getting mad at me, every time, this is a key too. And my dad said this to me. He says, Tanya, when people are angry at you, stop taking what they say as fact. I'm going to say that again. When people are angry at you, stop taking what they say to you as fact. Because emotions, now he said emotions are high, but I'm thinking what Joe Dispenza says is high beta brainwaves. When we're on high beta, we just are angry and we're like, screw you, I don't give a fuck. Like, so he goes, stop taking. So what you have to do is saying, this is not true. When somebody's angry at you like this, just say it in your head, like, this is not real. Wait till they calm down. So that's how you first step. So the first step is calm down. Like, I'll talk to you when you're calm. Talk to me when you're calm. I'm going to do some self-reflection. Like, I'm going to do my own thing. Talk to me when you're calm. Now, it happened again with my daughter. And my daughter, this person, these two people that hate us, when you give this bomb back, this hate bomb back to them, they're now the victim. Okay, now, because they hate you, you don't want to be a victim because you're living your life, you're doing your thing, so you give them back the hate. And all of a sudden, now they're the victim. And when they become the victim, they're going to try to gather a bunch of people. And this is called alienation. So alienation is not saying, fuck you, bitch. It's not, that's bullying. But alienation is bullying. It's a form of bullying. It's when somebody is like acting like a victim and gathers a bunch of people around them to hate someone. And this is like a war, a hate war. And now you're gathering as many people as you can to hate. Now there's going to be some people in your family or your surroundings that are going to, I don't want to get involved. That's a problem. That's a problem. You know, the ones who go, I don't want to get involved in this. I love both of you. I love both of you. I don't want to get involved. And this is why I'm doing this live, of how important the I don't want to get involved is. What you're doing by not getting involved is literally, you are letting the hate and the war grow. The people who don't want to get involved and say, I love both of you. You can still love both people that say they don't want to get, I don't want to get, you know what, this is between you guys. No, it's not between. So you know what I've been saying in my family and all the stuff with my, no, it's not between us. It's between them and them. It's between the hater and the hater. Don't involve me in this. I'm not involved. Yes, it's between you. No. Stop involving me. I'm just the recipient of the hater. Doesn't mean maybe I'm not involved in this either. I don't want to get involved. So if somebody says to you, I don't want to get involved, you can say, me neither. I don't want to get involved. Are they involving me? Oh, because I don't want to get involved. You can reply that. So I've been saying that with my family every time this person's trying to involve me. I'm like, I don't want to get involved. And I have to tell you, so this is it. So a group of people that hate on you just say, I don't want to get involved. It's between the hater and the hater. Now, this is the hard part too. Okay. My daughter hasn't done anything, like nothing at all. She's going through the exact same thing. Same thing as me, same thing. And then this person that is now a victim, because now they're stuck with their hate. And guess what? When you give back the hate, they have to deal with their freaking consequences. They don't know how to deal with consequences. They've been putting out so much hate, and now you're giving them back the hate, and they're like, oh no. Oh, but I'm the victim now. And then the person becomes the victim. That's when they start to gather a group of haters. You have to stand firm to keep giving back. So every time now this one person, everybody, now there's a bunch of hands holding on to this hate, right? So this happened, okay? So how can I go in detail without divulging too much? Because I don't want to say too much of my daughter's private life, but my daughter was the recipient of hate to the point that it almost went into bullying, okay? But it didn't. It was like alienation, right? So my daughter and I, for the last few weeks, I've been teaching her how to redirect. Just redirect. What do you want in your life? She's like, well, I want to do really well in school. I really want to do that. I'm like, okay, so you're going to do that. What do you want to do? My daughter's 17. So, but my daughter's like a young 17. Do you know what I mean? She's like, she's like an 80-year-old 17. She has this deep wisdom of life, but she's not into the regular stuff of 17-year-olds. Like that's why she was kind of bullied, because she's into Andrea Bocelli, and Queen is her like, and she's really like, my daughter's very authentically herself, and she's very, very she doesn't fit in the norm of people. So it's weird. So people are calling her annoying and weird and whatever, right? So because of that, whatever. So, but she's really fun. She's very, very friendly, always laughing, right? And it bothers this person. So whatever happened. Now, I sat down with my daughter last week, and I said, this hater. Do we love this hater? We kind of do. But we don't, because we're really angry. They're like, stop. It's like you want to shake them and go, stop hating. Like, stop being so angry. So I said, if this person was nice and didn't hate you, would you love them? Yeah, we would. Because this person deep down inside is actually a nice person. This person is fucking amazing a little bit. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I've been around this person. This person's really fun. And there's a lot of good qualities about the hater. So I looked at my daughter. I said, are we the haters then? Are you the hater of this person? She's like, no. So I said, give back the hate. Give it back. So I don't want this. I don't want this hate. So you know what happened at school? A whole group of people came up to talk to my daughter and said, hey, you want to hang out with us? And she was like, really? She's like, yeah, you're really nice. We want you to be like in our group, and you want to hang out. My daughter didn't have to go. She didn't have to find, talk about manifesting. Like, she didn't have to do all that, because my daughter didn't take the anger of this hater, and she kept sending love. And you know how we said, send love back? You can still be angry at someone and send them love, because you have to find out, are you just angry at them because they hate you? Or do you really hate them for real? Do hate them back. And if you hate them back, then you got to do some own shit, like redirect, do all that shit. So now this person, what happened when you give back the hate? As I said before, this person explodes and becomes a victim and now tries to gather people around, and they try to gather people around, right? So, hi Jewel, I'm glad it's helping you guys. So if this is helping anybody, I'm really happy that, because I have a lot more stuff that's going to help on this, okay? So, this is the conclusion, how important this part is. When someone gathers a group of haters, and now there's a whole group of people that are hating you, because it's not so easy, like, oh, okay, I don't own your hate, I don't take it in. Yeah, but what happens after? There's an explosion. You can't expect and by the way, the calm before the storm. There's always a calm. When you give them back the hate, there's a calm. You're like, I don't want this hate. I love them. I don't want this hate. And all of a sudden, for a few days, you're like, yeah. Da, na, na. You're doing your like workouts and you're meditating. You're like, oh my God, life is good. Everything's good. I don't even own the hate. No. It's the calm before the storm. There's a shit show happening there, because what you have to understand is you just gave them a bomb. Their hate is a bomb. You just gave it back. You're like, I don't want it. Thank you. And then, yeah, they're going to come back. They're going to come back into your life, but they won't just come back alone. Now they're coming back with a crew, like, oh yeah, you don't want to mess. I'm going to bring in my crew. And now you have to prepare yourself during this time. And here's what I'm going to tell you how to prepare yourself. And I have to tell you, this is life-changing. This is the conclusion to the life-changing. Now, this happened. You're going to be hurt. Okay, this is the step 2. Step 2 or step 5, who knows. This is the massive part. When they come back with a group of people, that group of people and those people, because what the victim does was try to grab a very strong person and say, can you hate them for me? Can you talk to them? Can you deal with this? So now here you are living your life, and now there's more people. How dare you? Da. And because where's my pen? Because they gave them. Can you help me in hating Tanya? Can you help me in hating Tanya's daughter? Yeah, sure. You're a victim here. I'm going to help you. All of a sudden, this is the key. You have to say to yourself, the crew is terrifying. Yes, I agree. Okay. You have to say to yourself throughout the text messages and the people showing up to you during the time of the silence before the storm, just like picture yourself at war. Okay. You're not the one that wants to fight. You're not trying to conquer anything. You're trying to defend yourself right now. So what you need to do is build a love army in yourself. Okay. And the love army doesn't react, because if the people come at you and you're like, I didn't do it. Why are you talking to me like that? You just took their hate. And now you took the hate in front of everybody. So now it's you. You're the problem. And I've been doing this for years. When the crew arrives, this is the key. I don't like to take people's hate, but when the crew arrives, I'm like, why is everybody doing that? Why are you talking to me? Oh, Tanya, there it is. Tanya's me. And I realized what I was doing was it's like I couldn't fight a bunch of people. So, because I already went through this, I built up the strength, and I told my daughter, we need to learn to build up the love in yourself. Build the love. That's how you fight hate. It's not more hate. Don't hate them back. Don't try to defend yourself. Don't try to call them out. Oh yeah, but you did this. You did that. You did this. You're the one. By doing that is you're taking the hate. So you have to really build up. So I swear to you, it works. And I've done it twice now. 2 different scenarios. And I have to tell you, I feel like it's like radiating love and empowerment to the point that the person that hates gave them the hate, and all the little group came at me, and now the persons were like, oh, I love you too. They went from hating and angry to I love you. And what it is, the responses are what matters. But the reason to respond is when you get triggered, they're going to try to trigger you. To get the hate to arise in you, they need to trigger you. They will try everything. Try everything. Oh yeah? Well, we're not going to talk to you anymore. Or we're going to... They're going to go in your subconscious and try to stab little jabs at you to try, because then your anger comes out. So when you, for the few days of the calm before the storm, you sit with yourself and say, how do I feel? I love them. So you have to keep saying, I don't want this hate. I love them. I'm angry, yes, but I love them. I don't claim this hate. I don't claim their anger. I apologized. I made amends. This is not mine. When you're calm, come talk to me. You just repeat it over and over. And I have to tell you, I think I repeated it 8 times. 8 times. I love you. I love them. I love this person. I love all of you guys. I'm not happy right now because you guys are all attacking me. This is not good. I'm not happy. This is not nice. I called them out. I'm like, this is not nice. But I don't have any hate to give back. I'm too busy now. I'm too busy loving. I'm too busy in my life. I'm not taking this now. And they will try and try and try and try. And you, okay, I'm going to walk away now. Or I'm not going to, and you don't, and you close your phone, turn off your phone. Yes. So I love that you brought this up, Tanya. It's so hard when you don't agree with what people are saying. So this is the part where you need to go into my playlist called Reparenting. Now, this is, the 3 days there that I told you about to strengthen the love in you. You know what you're going to do? Tanya, this is perfect that you asked this question, because I'm going to say, Tanya, there is an older version of Tanya that has my back. There's an older version that is really strong and successful and happy and has a lot of inner peace that is there for me. Okay, and that older version of me wants me to succeed and wants me to be loved and validated. So during the 3 days while you're like, nah, everything's fine, no, and then the whole freaking army comes at you, during those 3 days, you're going to gather your army. And your army is the child you, the teenager you, the older you, the old granny grandpa you, the whole version. You're going to have a crew. You imagine this crew around you of little yous all around you, okay, that doesn't give a shit what they're saying because they have your back. So their hands are all, these little Tanyas. I have little Tanya hands, like older Tanya that has a hand, like a big, I don't know why, but my older Tanya is taller than me, has the hands like Tanya. And it's like, I'm here with you. I am here with you. I got your back. We're all, so doesn't matter what they say. Even if it's not true, they won't listen to you. They won't listen to you. And like I said, like my dad said, I told you guys, people that are angry are going to say things that are not true. People will try to lie. Because when they lie, they're deflecting. They're trying to get you angry. This happened to me last week. Do you know what these people said? And I'm very open with saying this now because I'm not shadow banned anymore. I'm not blocked because I blocked them all on my social media, because these people, by the way, were trying to report my page and take down my TikTok. Like, that's, now you're coming into my life. So I felt like, I was like, no, block everywhere, redirect, write my book, focus. Every time I wanted to think about them, talk about them, do everything, I kept redirecting my energy to me. And you know what these people said? They have told me numerous times that a specific person hates me. Many times. Yeah, I don't know why they don't like you. Yeah, this person doesn't like you. Yeah, they don't like you. This person has told a few of my family members that they don't like. Like, it's very known that this person doesn't like me. And even one of my family members said, it's okay to not like Tanya, but just respect. Like, it's okay to not like someone, but you respect, you don't go around them too much. And that's it. Just respect the person, right? So I'm very aware of this person. And then the person says, oh no, Tanya, they like you. It's all in your head. And I'm sitting there like, they're trying to trigger me. And you know why I know? Because somebody said to me once, so this summer, at the beginning of the summer when this first happened, I had a panic attack. And you guys, I made a video about it a little bit. You guys kind of saw. I was showing you guys what do I do through my panic attack. Like when I get, and I very rarely had one, but I showed you guys what I do. Because that's why I made the video, because I wanted to show you the process of going through. And number one, it's because I was owning everybody. I took their anger. I took it. That's why I got a panic attack, because I freaking took it. But it's okay. It taught me to not take it. You know what I mean? So I went through that and I realized that what I was doing was owning, like I was letting them trigger me. And do you know what somebody said to me when I had the panic attack? There she is. And I have to tell you, that's been sitting with me. I'm like, there she is. Oh my God, they have an image of me of a specific kind of way. They have an image of me that I'm like this. And oh, there she is. So I've had like 4 panic attacks in my whole life. I'm like, what do you mean there she is? And then I was taking it even more. Oh no, it's me. And the more I started to think it's me, the more I was changing. Can I tell you how empowering it is? You say, you can apologize. You own your part to release the guilt. So if you want to release guilt, apologize for the part you played, that, and say, yeah, but my boundary now is, I don't want to be around them anymore. I don't want to be around people. They waited. Yeah, they tried to trigger. It's like stabbing me a few times and then, there it is. Of course, when somebody is trying to hurt you, and somebody did that to me today, somebody was trying, because what I realized with hate and anger, when it's transferred on, they don't want anger. People don't want to live with anger and hate. But instead of saying, how can I get rid of this hate? They're like, how can I give my hate to someone else? So what they're doing is the person that's the hater doesn't want to hate. So they try to give it. It's the lack of self-reflection of saying, why do I hate? What can I do? How can I change this hate? No, that means I have to look internally. No. So they're like, yes, it's like dumping the hate on you. I'm going to give you this hate. And if now you don't want this hate, okay, I'm going to give it to other people. Like, here, you take my hate. I don't want it. So there's a lack, exactly. Then they're projecting their hate on me. So it's a lack of just saying, what do I feel? So if somebody is giving you their hate, you have to ask yourself, do I hate them back? And if you don't, while they're on the attack, I love you. I did that today. I did it. I'm not taking this. I'm not taking this. This is not nice. That's what I said today. I said, this is not nice. I'm not taking this. I love you. I love you. I'm not taking this. I love you. That's yeah, but it, and I have to tell you, whatever they were saying, I was like, ugh. So I had tears. Like I had like little tears, and I was like, I love you. It's okay. I love you. Because, and that comes the expression, exactly, Shannon, misery loves company. Sometimes it's best to disconnect. Yeah, so sometimes you have to disconnect completely, and which is what I've done with someone. I've disconnected. TikTok randomly showed me this live. Oh, I'm happy, Kay. My situation is unique. My sister is dying, but estranged and hates me. Oh no. So that's even harder. That's even harder. But Mimi, okay, so if somebody is in your family that's like passing away or not living and they hate you, you have to remember it hurts inside. And all I kept saying to myself was, I have my back. I have my back. I have an older version of me that is always with me and is going to validate me. So even if these people don't believe me, that's okay. I believe me. And you have to teach yourself that. You can't just go overnight like, yeah, I'm good. No. Do the reparenting. I have videos, guys. If you want to know, there's a playlist, reparenting, inner child work, all that stuff. I have YouTube videos on that and meditations of, I teach you how to coach yourself. I think we all have the tools, but we have to know how to navigate this human experience. And I have to tell you, it's really hard because there's some people, we cannot prevent a storm. Like sometimes it rains, right? Okay, so let's say you're in a relationship with someone and it rains outside. We get a little wet. It's sticky. It's humid. It's gross. We don't really like it. It's the same thing with sadness and anger. If you have a little bit of sadness and anger, it's uncomfortable. It's not fun to feel sadness and anger, but it's human, like a baby. You don't tell a baby, don't cry, like don't get angry. It's a baby, right? So a little bit of sadness and anger is okay. But when it starts to get aggressive and mean, and then now other people are the recipient of it. I'm a self-projection coach, and what I do is I teach you how to own your shit. Literally how to own what you're projecting onto the world. And what it is I realize through my journey, every time that I go through something, I try to share it with you guys. It's frustrating when it doesn't work, though, in situations you can't leave. So this is the key too. So what I've noticed with myself is when you're stuck in a situation because you can't control, that's what I was saying. And now it's not just a little bit of rain. Now there's a storm. And then you got power failure. So now only if people say, no, the outside world doesn't affect me, which is total BS. It is impossible. If you are sitting in your house and there's a storm with thunder and lightning and you can't go outside because you could it's really dangerous and the trees are falling and there's hail and all that. And then you're in your house and now the power goes out and you're in the darkness. It's at night and you're like, you have no control over that. You have no control over that. So we cannot control everybody. Think of a person that hates you like a really bad storm. What would you do in a storm? You would grab some candles and little matches and you try to light your candle. You're going to go rummaging to find a little radio. Place your radio. You're going to sit there and just kind of ride out the storm and hope you're okay. And you're going to go maybe take some food, put it in a cooler. You're going to take care of yourself during the storm because you're not going to go outside and go, hey, storm, this is enough. This is enough, storm. This is enough. So when you are trying to defend yourself, imagine you go outside and be like, no, storm, it's not me. You can't defend yourself to a storm. So stop trying to control other people. Thank you, Anu. So are you. Okay. So you can't control yourself to other people. Just think of other people like a really scary storm. And when the hail comes, and there's hail, listen, I'm in Canada. We get big snowstorms and everything. When that comes, I don't go outside and try to shovel in the middle of the storm. I don't shovel in the middle of a storm. I wait for the storm to pass. And then I come outside with my little shovel and I make a little pathway and then I play in the snow. You know what I mean? So we have to do apply the same concepts. Think of big storms of people that don't like you. You cannot control them. Hi, fellow Canadian Jane. So you can't control them. You can't do anything like that. We cannot control how people feel about us. And I have to tell you, that one's hard. My whole life, I tried to control how people feel about me. I was a people pleaser. People pleasers are very controlling. Very controlling. I am, Sabi. So people pleasers are and I didn't know I was controlling. I thought I wasn't. I was like, no, I'm letting everybody else control. No. Because I was trying to be like, hey, do you need anything? I'll do anything. You want me to help you? I'll help you. You want Oh, yeah, yeah, sure, no problem. My feelings don't really matter right now. Your feelings matter more than me, right? Oh, you want your hair done at 8 a.m.? Sure, I'll squeeze you in. I'm going to bed at midnight, but yeah. No, you matter more. And what it is, I was trying to control how they felt about me. I wanted people to like me so much that I was like, and in a way, it's a form of manipulation because I'm constantly trying to make people like me. And I realize is because I didn't really like me. There was a part of me that didn't really like me. That's when shadow work comes in. So instead of giving back the hate, all you have to say is ask yourself, can we talk about codependency? Well, the codependency is very similar. Yeah, we can if you guys want, because that kind of makes sense with what we're talking about. What's happening now that made your boundary with this person? That you made a boundary with this person. No, so now this person right now, I said, I'm not mad at this person. I will never hate this person. I think this person wants me to hate them. In my life, it's funny because my daughter's hater and my hater, they want us to hate them. Because if we hate them back, it's our fault. And now they're like, it's them. So now everybody's like, oh, Tanya, come on, Tanya, it's you. Can you let it go? No, I'm not taking their hate. So, right? And, I did not address this. I didn't address the bystander. So there's, exactly, I don't hate anyone either. So I really, I'm not happy with people that are doing this, but I don't hate them. So here's where the bystander comes in, which I forgot to address before I was talking. I kind of switched subjects. There's the bullied, and the bystander. So when people start alienating someone, okay, so bullying doesn't necessarily mean beating people up or like telling them bad words, bad names. There's a form of bullying called alienation, which happens most often in a lot of young kids, girls in high school. And this is not coming from me. This is I got this from a therapist. When my daughter was like 6 years old, she was going through this alienation, and I brought her to a therapist, and she said, the psychologist said, this is totally bullying. It's when one person hates and they talk bad to a group of people and they gather like, oh, do you know what they did? But they don't talk bad. They invent lies. They invent things. They're like, yeah, this person's like this. Do you notice that they're like this and they're like that? Look what they did to me and blah, blah, blah. And it's not even, most of it's not true, is they're gathering an army of hate. Now, there is army of love. And I know that if you guys don't follow Barrett Paul, he actually has something called the love army that gets together against people who are hating armies. So his love army is like overpowering the hating army. And he goes after people who are trying to be like, you have to hate them and you hate them and you hate them and you hate them. Yes, so exactly the same thing happened with my mom. My mom got divorced and she got alienated from her family because of the Catholic religion. It was like, oh no, shame. So there's a lot of alienation that happens, and it's like gathering people. So what I told my daughter is there's going to be alienation, and instead of freaking out, and it happened to her, my daughter lost some of her best friends from young. Like she lost them because the hater managed to just, and I told my daughter, and she's like, oh, I'm so angry, what do I do? And I said, you know what, I think we have to work together here, because I was going through it and she's going through it. And I said, what do you want to do? And she's like, well, I said, what do you really want to do? She's like, I want to punch it in the face. I said, yes, okay. So let's go through the filtered list. This is your anger talking, right? Because now, where's that pen? Now you took on their anger. The only reason why you want to punch them in the face is because you took their anger. I want to tell everybody that they're not a good person. They're me. Yeah. Why? Because you took their anger. But if this person didn't have anger, would you feel the same? If this person didn't hate you, would you still feel like punching them in the face? No. Would you want everybody to know this is not a nice person? No. I said, would you want to like be really angry? Would you think about her all that? No. So I said, so you're just holding on to this person's hate. That's all you're doing. Because if this person didn't have this hate for you, you wouldn't feel that way. So it's not yours. Stop taking it. Because this person is alienating you and doing all this stuff, it's like action, reaction. You're just being reactive. You're being angry towards this. That means it's not yours. But if this person was nice and you still wanted to punch them, you're the person. Okay? I just want to let you guys know that. If somebody is doing nothing and they're living their life and you are looking at them and hating them, you're the hater. You're the internal. You have to now go, oh shit. Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. Yes, I'm the drama. Why am I the drama? What can I do to change the drama? How can I drop this hate towards somebody? Live my own life. Live your life. Let go. You redirect. You try to focus on your kids, or focus on your family, focus on your stuff. Right? What if you reacted to someone because of their anger to another? Because you know it's wrong. Okay, so Jamie, good. You brought this. Okay. So here's where I kind of like that. So Jamie, what it is there's the bully, the bullied, and the bystander, which is where I started talking and I keep veering off. So let me keep that focus. So thank you, Jamie, for bringing that back up. If you are the bystander and you witness either somebody getting alienated or bullied, and you're like, hey, no. Do you know how fucking powerful that is? And the more you do that for others, people will do that for you. And there's going to be this beautiful energy that is flowing. Like, I picture it like a wave. You know, a wave that crashes on the beach and then comes back, and then crashes on the beach and then comes back. There's a flow of energy that is flowing towards others. And what you are doing, if somebody says to you, I don't like you, or somebody says, I don't like her, and you're like, hey, or you witness bullying or anything, and you are saying, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get involved. What you're doing, and I'm going to tell you this, and I made a video about this, but I'm going to say it because the video nobody really saw it. Do you know what my dad said to me? Do you know what my dad said to me? Last week? No, you don't, obviously. I'm acting like you guys. Yeah, I know what your dad said to you. My dad said the reason that I have been complaining. So my dad is going through a lot of his stuff. And he said to me, Tanya, the reason that I complain about you, and I'm mean to you sometimes and everything, and I'm always complaining about you and all your stuff you do and everything, is because people listen to me. I'm going to repeat that. The reason that I complain about you is because people listen to me. And some people even agree with me. So I want you to know that if you are listening to someone else complain about someone else and vent, you are opening up and giving oxygen to fire. So my dad's this burning fire of anger because, I did something, I said something, I don't know, because sometimes I trigger my dad. It's a long story, but whatever. The way I talk, or there's something. But you know what's funny? My dad said to me that since he doesn't complain anymore, because he has nobody to complain to, because the family kind of went their own ways, he says, I have nobody to complain to anymore. So I went to my other friend and I was like, hey, my daughter pissed me off. Tanya pissed me off. And his friend's like, I don't care. Why are you telling me this? Shut down. So if you are complaining to someone, you bullied bystander. If you are the bystander and saying, I don't want to get involved, you need to say, you need to call out hate and anger. You need to say, no, this makes me uncomfortable. Please don't talk about this. I don't like this. I don't want to be around that. And that's basically you're stepping up and saying that it's not okay. Now, you don't have to pick sides. You don't have to do nothing. But that's all you have. Just, no, I don't want to hear this. So don't let people complain to you about others, because that is a problem. You're literally giving oxygen to fire. So you can just say, speaking about so-and-so makes me uncomfortable. Okay? When you defend, they shift and attack you. So if they shift and attack you, why is that bad? Do you understand? Like, this is something I went in my family. I have a family that defended me. I have somebody that neutral, and the neutral person said the same thing. And I said, why are you so scared of them attacking you? You say, I don't like this. This is not okay. Why is that bad? The shift and attack happens in a dramatic way, but why is that bad? You can say, okay, bye, click. And the shift and the attack. Okay, sorry, I'm not going to get involved in this. I'm leaving. I'm not comfortable with this. But you see, they turn their hatred towards you. But do you realize what goes around comes around? If you want somebody to defend you, you have to stand up for what's not okay. Do you understand? I have somebody in my family that didn't defend me. My whole life, never defended me. Okay? Never. And it was like, no, I'm neutral. And although there's a person that's really in the wrong right now, this one, no, I don't want to get involved. I don't want me to be the recipient. I don't want to be me to be the recipient. Right? I don't want me to be the recipient. Do you know that I would defend this person if they were the recipient? Because it would now be a love army. You are turning a hate, no, I don't want to get, to a love army. Do you know what I mean? And this person was like, well, I'm too chicken. Well, there's some things that you have to go internally and ask yourself why, because that's the people pleaser. That's the person that you have to be just, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want anybody to hate me and I don't want to be, no, but you can say when you're uncomfortable. That means that maybe you have no self boundaries and your feelings matter. I want whoever wrote that, I forgot who wrote, I didn't see who wrote that, but I want you to know that if you're scared for people and you step up and you're scared, you know your feelings matter. You matter. You matter. Your feelings matter. If somebody is talking crap about someone to you, you have to say, that's exactly what I'm talking about right now, Christy, is the bystander. If you are the bystander and somebody is talking bad to you, to say, this is uncomfortable, you might want to start checking out, reading about boundaries, like self boundaries. And if you don't like the word boundaries, I often do sending you love, Robo. Sending you lots of love. So I actually came out with a video. I want you guys to see what Robo, thanks for the lecture, Doctor of Nothing. I want to bring this up here. So Joe, what's his name? I did a duet with him, Gary V, and he said, you know what's sad? What's sad is that people come on to my live, and they'll say like Robo wrote that, right? And like people write this like, oh, stupid bitch. Nah, nah, nah. Do you know how sad they must be in their lives to do that? Do you think about that? But even some are not trolls. Some are not trolls. I feel really bad. Like I think about them at home, like so angry that they go on this total stranger's live or their videos and they're like, Doctor of Nothing, stupid, you know? I sit there going, oh my God, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's, no, I'm glad you let him, I'm glad you didn't block him, because I'm calling him out. This is what you do. Bully the bullied and the bystander. This is ridiculous. So when people come up, you have to give love to people who are angry, but you have to build the love in yourself. So if people come on your live, this is perfect. Somebody comes on your live and writes to you this mean stuff, or if you make a video on TikTok, or if you're doing something and somebody comes on your video and is mean to you and everything, if you build a strong love within yourself, you're going to think about this person, and instead of like what you're doing when they give you a lie, they give you the hate, and you're like, screw you, but like that. If you do that, what happens is you're now taking on the hate. When instead, I'm like, oh my God, Robo, you can keep your hate. And actually, if anything, I'm going to close my eyes and send some love to Robo, because maybe Robo was never validated. Maybe there's a lot of shit going on. Or maybe Robo thinks that he's really positive. Or maybe attention. Maybe they didn't get attention. Because if they're looking for a reaction, maybe they didn't get attention. And I feel sad that people get really, really, really angry. So this is a perfect, I'm glad that this person came on the live, because it's my video today was how to not care what people think. But you have to redirect. That's why I said the answer is always love in you. How do I feel about Robo? I feel nothing about Robo because I don't even know him. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's why you can keep your hate and, keep it. And I'm going to send you some love back. And it's not necessarily love. Like, I'm not like love and light. I have to tell you, I'm not one of those people. For the new followers, because I have some people here that I'm sure that are new. I promote authenticity, which is happy, sad, nice vibe of emotions. Like I teach people how to navigate the human experience, and it's just about being, and I said everything has to do with love. If you find love for yourself, then the hate has a hard time coming in. And especially if you're an empath, by the way, if you're an empath on my live, the more you strengthen the love that you have for yourself, the hate doesn't come in. Compassion is free. Hi, Taurus. I didn't see you on. Hi, Miko. You come to see me? Little guy. I love my little guy. Okay, guys. This is my cue. My cat's like, all right, let's go. And my daughter asked me for a lemon tea today. So I think this was a nice live.